now as the green light is on for qualifying, and let's see who the first one is to head out onto the track will be. 14 cars all here as well. We've got the new race control function, so if we need to talk over anybody, we can do as well. We'll open up all the tyres that they're on. We're on at the moment with URL Jonah, just standing by in the pit lane. Nobody in a hurry to stand out there straight away. A little bit of a delay to what we had in the original broadcast plan as well, because one of the leagues is missing at the current moment, so whether they'll join during qualifying, I'm all not too sure. But either way, we've had to start qualifying on a little bit delay, but 10 minutes is not that much of a problem. It's an 18-minute qualifying coming up as well. At the end, we'll have the grid set out for you. 14 cars, 7 teams in total. It should be 16 cars, 8 teams, but as I said, one missing. And who's going to be the first to venture out onto the track? Mika Vrala at the moment looking on the medium compound tyres. Jonah will be the first car out on the track then in this brand new series to venture here at the Red Bull Ring. Round 1, it's the Austrian Grand Prix. And this is the outlap as well. We'll head down through the kink at turn 2. For those of you who are a fan of MotoGP as well this weekend, the action once again at the Red Bull Ring, like it was the previous weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix. So I've seen quite a lot of the Red Bull Ring in the past 14 days. And it's a delightful circuit as well. A lot of interesting corners as well, because realistically the map says there's 10. The drivers only feel around about 6 of them as well. Quite a lot of them fast sweepers as well. You feel turn 1, you feel turn 3, you feel turn 4, you feel 9 and 10 as well. And maybe add in as well the Votch curve, which is turn 7, but it's not that much of a bigger deal. Turn 2 on this track is a little kink. Runs up towards turn number 3, doesn't really count for much overall as well. We're on board with URL Jonah, first person to set the lap time as well in this session. We will go on board and take a look flat out on this lap attack then. So, soft compound tyres are the option. 8th gear as you cross the control line, head uphill towards turn 1. The DLS is open. Battery temperature just flicking a little bit as well. Regeneration through turn 1. Nicely done. You can run a little bit wide to the exit if you need to, but that's not been the case. This is the kink at turn 2 I was on about. It's actually nothing more of a motorcycle than it is for a Formula 1 car. This is turn 3 at Remus. Tight uphill, 90-degree right-hander. Second DRS zone as well as you head down the hill towards turn 4 at Sochter's Gold. Another heavy braking zone towards the right-hand side again. Breaking the 50-meter board, throw the car in, use the acceleration gently at the exit to not go too wide. This is the turn 5 we want about as well. Turn 6, the Pirelli corner. Flick the car in again, 5th gear. Get the power on mid-corner to ride the exit curve. Turn 7 and 8, the Votch curves as well. A quick left, then a right again as you ride up over the dip. One of the only parts of the track that's remained the same ever since the 1960s. Down now through turn 9 and 10. This is the rigged curve before the Red Bull Mobile last corner as well. Out of turn 10, flat out towards the line. About 50% of the ERS battery's been used. It's a 103.179 straight out of the gate, which is absolutely fantastic as well. Yellow flags out in the first one as well. Let's take a look at Jerome, who is up in the McLaren at turn 2. Second sector time we're watching now. DRS open as well, I presume. Absolutely. Downhill towards Sochter's Gold. Braked it, about 40 metres to go. Late entrance as well. Got the car straightened up at the exit nicely. Had a better exit power turn as well. Through the Pirelli turn 6. 7 and 8, the Votch curves. Lucky Lars for NLRC has gone up into second. A 103.209. For anyone unfamiliar about this format, it's similar to the Champion Series, but for European countries as well. The Benelux Series. The fastest teams in Europe, as Nick Keshin has already retired in the Alfa Romeo. So down on the board there. As unfortunately as well, John didn't set a lap time on that board, so goes back again. Let's take a look at Damio Insanity in the Aston Martin coming into the last corner. Second sector time is a 44.8. There's a big accident there as well. That was Nick Keshin. He crashed out the last corner, knocked off the front wing and the front wheel as well. Damio Insanity goes third and loses himself. Does he hit the wall? Yes, he does. Luckily as well, not like Keshin, where the front end of the car completely got disintegrated, goes fourth as Armchair Bike 47 goes top on a 103, 167. Front wing damage there for sure. Ferenc went into 5th, 103.515. Immediately loses the lap time as well. Let's take a look at Mika in the Alpine. Coming across the board now. Drops down 2 gears. 6th gear from 8th. Dropped down to 4th now, further 2. Good exit time. A race-winning car now, the Alpine, and it's a top 2 time. Look at that, a 102.9 for its Mika. And the second Alpine of Armchair Bike is in 2nd. France leading the way here in Austria. Let's take a look then at Lars Innick. Up the hill towards Remus. 73% of battery power left as well in the braking zone maximum. Too late on the exit for acceleration. The car really jumping down in the gears. Down now to again towards Sochos Gold. Where does he brake? Oh, way early, about 60 metres before the zone. Kept it in nicely at the exit though. 11 minutes to go. Flies it through Pirelli. Nice exit curve as well. A little bit of oversteer as well coming through the Forge curves. Up the hill. Into Rint. Dropped down 7th gear. Kept the speed in. Dropped down 4th gear. 3 gears downshift. Kept it in 5th at the exit. This is a great time. And Lars only goes 7th. That's amazing. Now 8th. 103.935. That was a great couple of corners, but must have made the mistake before we joined him. Let's join the second Ferrari now of Denny Boy. Cross the line. Jumps up to 6th. 103.469. Not a bad time. What about Mika? LR Mika, 66. Up in towards turn 3 at Remus. A little bit wide as they come down the hill once again to Sochos Gold. Heavy on the brakes. Car didn't want to turn in. Poor exit as well. This is not a great time for Mika. Let's listen in to this last sector. Yellow out somewhere. And backed out of the line. Lars was completely blocking him there and lost the lap time as well. So Mika out of it. Let's have a look at Biennale Dave. First flying lap attempt. Cross the line. Goes to 6th. 103.354. So, who is on a lap time who we could follow? Jonas just started one. Let's have an audio up. Backed out of the lap. That's a disappointment. Backed out of the lap. We were hoping for an audio up there. Unfortunately, didn't happen. Audio as well seems a little bit quiet tonight as well on this manner. It's Mika! Goes top 102.9. Still the same time, new lap board. Denny Boy, he's got P2. So, what about Lucky Lars? Lost his lap time as well. And Jerome still hasn't set a lap time. Let's stay with him and take over the audio up. to the exit and back into the wall. Well, that certainly put paid to his afternoon. Well, you don't see that every day, do you? Jerome just having constant bad luck out there. Okay, let's go back with Damio Insanity. He's too lost his lap time. His teammates into the pit lane. What about... just coming out on an out lap now. They're all changing positions. So down into the zone then, on an out lap. Let's take a look at BNLRE Luca, who's coming into the last couple of segments now on the track. Nice to turn one. Slow at the exit though. Nice at the exit corners. Riding on board now towards Socha's goals. Late entrance as well. Well, the lap time's getting red on the timing screens. And poor Nick Kesher's going to start right at the back. Just taking a look as well. At the moment, Mika for... I'm just checking as well. Yep. NLRC Mika says, look in your mirrors, please, for Lazimic. It's not good at all at the moment. They're all going there at the moment. They're all having a go at each other in the Discord chat as well. So the Discord, the place to be. You can join the link in the bio ahead of you as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe here on Twitch. Several cars now come into the pit lane. Let's take a look at Denny Boy, who's up towards turn one. Oh, it happened anyway. Thought he lagged out of it, but it didn't. Big snap of oversteer at the exit curb as well, just sends you around at turn one. That's going to be so crucial coming into the race in around about 5 minutes' time. Uphill we go. Once again through turn three. Couple trading positions out there. Denner's not going to do another lap time. Armchair Bike is improving though as he comes across the line in the Alpine. Goes P2. 102.985. It's Mika did a 102.783. Brought the time down dramatically. This is looking more like it. This is looking more better. For the first Benelux Grand Prix. So looking on the board, as Mika does jump up to second with a 102.970. So that's 15 thousandths quicker than Armchair Bike. Take a look then at Denny Boy in the Ferrari. Down to the first sector. And he's gone red. He's lost the lap. Lap time gone. All changing positions. Lazimic keeping it up, 2/10 faster in his own time. Jerome just still circulating out there. Across the line there for Lazimic. Can he be a quicker time than the P11? Well, he moves it to P9, 103.432. Not a bad time at all. Fans enjoy that one onto the pit lane. Lucky Lars. As everybody else begins to slow down. Jerome still on the lap time here, still hasn't managed to get one across the board. And he's been out there for 18 minutes. Drop down a couple of gears. Okay, going into the last corner then. Flat out. Oh, he's gone red. 4 laps. 4 red laps now. Is he going to go for another push lap on this one? He has to, surely. He hasn't got time, I don't think, to do another. Dave getting out of the pit lane. Into turn 3, Remus. Oh, very late there. Almost went straight on. DRS open. It's come down the straightaway towards Socha's goal. Breaks at the 50-meter board. Turns in, hits the apex. Gets on the power, good at the exit. Just needs a lap time, any lap time to get him off row 7. Drop down 2 gears. Fire it to the line. Yellow in front of him though, that's why. Oh no, big one! That's going to go in the pit wall. And that's him done. Big spin out of the last corner. May as well box, 44 seconds left. Oh, the heartbreak. The absolute heartbreak for Jerome. Big spin out of the last corner, put him into the pit lane. And it reset him as well. It's Mika. Runs wide as well at the top of Remus. That's that lap time done. What about Armchair Bike? What's his second sector time like as the clock continues to tick down? Yellow sector 2. It's an Alpha Tauri. Could be Dave. Checkered flag is out. The session is over. 3 minutes to complete your lap times. There goes It's Mika. There goes Jonah. Armchair Bike very slippery, very wide. Not a great couple of corners there. It's gone red. Lap time done. Wow, green lights though still on the board. Damien Insanity's gone red. And Denny Boy's gone off it as well in the gravel trap. He's now just causing yellows. Jonah at time. Where's Lasmik? Is he going to get to the line? Well, it can't be 60 seconds down, surely. Are the green lights still on? Green lights are still on. It's been a minute now since this flag. Now's the flag, a minute later. So, Mika's lap time's done as well. Mika 44 has readied their lap time. And Jonah steals pole! What a time in the Alfa Romeo 102.728. Jonah, the last line, nicks pole for URL. The first car out is the first time on the board. Brill. What about Lucky Lars? Boxes. Jonah on pole for the first Benelux race. So, Lucky Lars has pitted, everybody else has taken the checkered flag, and Nick Keshin retired from the qualifying segment. So that looks to be done. And it's confirmed. Jonah has pole position for the Benelux race number 1. Mika second, Lucky Lars third, Mika 66 fourth. Then we get on the order Armchair Bike, Damien Insanity, Ferns as well, Danny Boy, Natalia from Luca, Dave, Lazimic, Jerome and Keshin complete the order. Not a bad run at the moment. It's raining. We have rain here at the Austrian Grand Prix. So the first Benelux race is going to take part in abysmal conditions. Game on for us, because this will be a fantastic race. 25 seconds into the green. What? You just don't know what's going to happen next, do you? You just can't handle it. Eight seconds left. So get ready. There will be a parade lap, and then we shall go green. Intermediate, the tyres are the call for the 14 cars that head out onto the track for the first ever Benelux race here on BBB Sports, a European Championship with some of the best leagues in the world, or in Europe. Heading out onto the track, 36 laps ahead of us. There's your starting grid look. 7 rows, 14 cars. Jona, Mika, Lucky Lars as well. The second Mika. Mika 44, Mika 66. As everyone now just begins to try and warm up their tyres. Let's take a look at Keshin Alfa Romeo at the top and bottom of the field as well, as everyone will line up and come into position on this formation lap. It doesn't look good out there, does it? It's intermediate weather. Could get worse throughout the race as well, so it's always that factor to consider. Also, oh, and we've got a spin already. Lasmik having a spin on the formation lap, dropping out of position now, down into 12th place. So a spin already on the parade lap to the grid. Now, is he going to be allowed to retake his position? Should be able to. So we'll keep an eye. And 4 cars already disqualified. Lucky Lars, Mika, an armchair bike, all been sent right to the back of the grid already. So we're going to have another start now where not everybody got to do their formation lap. The situations you find out here are completely bizarre. As we are coming up now for the start procedure to get underway. Turn 1 will be the big focus. Everyone now in position on the grid. Lights coming on. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out. We're ready, we are steady, we're underway for the Benelux Series. Great start from the front row. Jona getting a great start. Mika going with him in towards turn 1, looks to the inside. That's almost close to contact. It was a little bit of a touch. Alpine goes wide. Jona comes back and on the inside. For down, we're going to spin already in the back. That's Lars Emmerich now right to the back once again. Up the hill towards Remus we go. Cars side by side further back as well. Danny Boy looking on the inside of Mika. Alfa Romeo under attack from both Mika 44 as well. Contact further back. There's drama further back as Lars Mimic still there as well. 4 abreast further back for the lead of this one as well. Everybody completely sideswiped as Mika 44 leads into Socialist Gold. Jona down into 2nd place as well. Armchair bike down the order. Dave's moved up into 10th place as well. The team McLaren's getting all sideswiped. And everyone just having to take it so easy on this opening lap. McLaren, sorry, yeah, look at this. Daily Boy under attack as well from Debut Insanity. Look to the inside, nearly losing the rear. First wet race on F1 2021 as well, in terms of fully wet conditions for these guys. We had rain in Hungary, do you remember? In the Champion Series first race. Lap 1 complete. Midfield battle, already the place to be, beginning to separate between the two. Look at the fog and the spray and the water on the camber lens as well as they come up towards turn 3 at Remus. Single file wherever you look as well. Nobody brave enough for a pass at the moment. Damien trying to get a big kick of oversteer as well. Damien Boy going to try and go round the outside, becomes the inside. They're almost touching it. Sochra's gone. It's a Hamilton-esque manoeuvre. Side by side. Little bit of a touch. They are touching. Insanity comes back to the inside. Damien Boy sweeps round the outside. Denny can't hold. Yes, he can. Hold it. Fantastic choice between these two. Damien's going to have the inside line, almost drives it to the side of him. Ferrari forcing him off with every infantry he's being as well. As Ferenc is right behind watching this party. Down into Rint. And Denny gets the position. Damien has to back out of it. Fabulous joust going on between these two. Up we come. Can we get another run? Mika 44 pulled out another second gap now to Jonah. And Armchair Bike was a 4/10 of a second behind. Up we go once again to turn number 3. Now Demi's having a little bit of a slide. Damien's in the wall! And he's backwards on the track. Exactly the same as the previous lap. Hits the gas. Just spins it around and jumps all the way to the back. Keshin down to 13th as well. Damien drops down the field. Let's cut back to Mika at 66 on board as well. And this now becomes a possession just to keep everybody on the track. It's almost like you're carrying the understeerness of this car around with you. And now, look at that, side by side. Dave passes Luca, the two BNLRE, and the Alpha Tauris swapping over. Mika does a 1:11.874, gets the fastest up of the race. As they rise up again towards turn number 1. And Keshin pits. Keshin into the pit lane, so obviously not done there. Oh, as is Damien Insanity, so have they made contact with each other? Let's cut to the front again. Armchair Bike closing in on Jonah. Jonah in turn closing in on Mika. Big lock up as well into turn 4. Just tantalising with the accelerator to try and find the grip position. You hear the gearbox glitch there as well. He's flat out now. Now on the brakes, now gently hitting the throttle. Into the green bar alongside you. Using a bit of battery now at the exit as well to try and close that second gap. Lucky Lars coming under pressure as well. So look at that, Lars completely standing in the middle of the track. Italiante just goes on the inside. Lucky Lars trying to come back, finding a way through. Dave's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Dropping back a couple through turn 1. So Dave the first person with a penalty. Jerome probably likes these conditions a bit more, butting him out almost in towards the braking zone, locks up on his intermediate stall, doesn't run into the back of Lucky Lars. Lars now going to have to defend. Yellow sector 2, it's down at Socialist Goals. What's happened? It's Denny Boy. Denny's off. There he is, look, just in the distance. So Denny's lost a position to Dave and Ferenc. That brought out the yellows. Loads of cars, trains, width between them as well, as we're seeing as well. Italia trying to get through on Luca. Lucky Lars just safe enough from Jerome at the moment. It's probably, oh, big slide as well from Lucky Lars. That's going to give you the position on one thing as well. Lars has to go defensive towards turn 1. Jerome looked to the inside, couldn't get through. AlphaTauri, McLaren, Red Bull, McLaren. Everyone trading positions as well as Armchair Bike closing up again on Jonah. Into turn 3. And Luca made a little error there. Italian's going to try and go through. Jerome's on the back as well. Honestly, who do you pick for this one? As Jerome tries to send it right round the outside into Sochner's Gold. He's going to be run wide as well. Almost close to contact, and he's got him. Lars backed out of it. Jerome up into 10th place. Now sets after his teammates. McLaren's moving up together. Little twitch as well at the exit of the Vutch curve. Wonderful camera angles we have here as well here in Austria, with the mountains in the background and the rain dripping down. Let's take a look at Denny Boy, who's closing. It goes very wide actually off the track. Closing up on Dave. Using a lot of his battery as well. The ERS, the Energy Recovery System. Down a couple more gears. Mika 44. It's already 2 seconds. Well, yes, he is. As Jonah's dropping down. Jonah's been passed by Armchair. So they've changed positions. Jonah's dropped down now to 3rd. Are the intermediates starting to wear away and starting to become a factor? Lap 8. Armchair's off! He's off! He's off! Big slide. Touched the wall. Damages his front wing as well. So he lost it out of turn 10 and Red Bull Mobile hit the wall. Jonah takes 2nd back, but Mika 66 closing up for LR. Into the braking for turn 3. Jonah goes a little bit wide. Sparks fly. Mika's in the acceleration zone. Finds anything surely in towards Sochner's goals. On the brakes there. A lot of downshifting as well. Just try and listen to this half of the track as well. So much acceleration. It's unbelievable. Even in the wet conditions. Field now spread out. No crashes so far, or safety cars. No one been out. Everyone being very well behaved in these mixed conditions as we hit lap 9. As Armchair comes into the pit lane to change presumably front wing. He'll go on to another set of intermediates, I should assume. Yep, wing change, intermediate change as well. New wing on. Long stop. And away down the pit lane. So watch out, he'll be on fresher tyres than the rest of them. Mika attacking Jonah. Rain looks like it's almost stopping, but then you get a big splosh from the water standing around on the track. Rain itself looks to be easing a little bit. I wonder if it'll dry out before the end and we'll get onto some slick tyres. Unlikely, but it is a 36 lap race instead of lap 9. Can Mika 66 get ahead of Jonah? Coming now into turn 10. Full on accelerator. Yeehaw towards turn 1 again. 3/10 the gap at the moment. Both had a poor exit though. It's the run up towards turn 2 and turn 3. That's the problem. Looks like almost a dry line beginning to form as well on the track. That's shocking. get on the pad. And Denny's passed Dave as well. They're side by side. So Denny and Dave are two. All of the cars side by side with similar names as well. Down towards Sochler's goal. Dave's on the outside line. Denny's hitting it towards the wall as well. They still touch. Denny should have it. Dave's trying to hold the line though. Side by side. Oh, that's a brave one. And Dave keeps the inside line. Denny can't find a way through. He's almost pushing him round the track. Up the hill towards turn 9. Can he find a way through on the inside? No. So turn 1 becomes the option. Try and get a good exit. No DRS, of course. Just ERS, the energy recovery system of the battery. Now get a good slingshot of one, put the power down now. Get on the accelerator, just hope you can stay between the grip. Denny's looking to the inside. Dave's going to have to brake late as well. He's off the racing line, coming in towards turn 3. Denny gets the tighter line, gets to the power exit. As Lazimic gets a 3-second penalty. Oh, big tank slapper as well. And Lazimic in the wall. Lazimic in the wall. He's backwards now on the start-finish straight. Gets it together. Doesn't look like there's front wing damage. Should be able to continue okay. Back to Denny. Gap's pulled away from him now. Mika 44 with a 3-second gap to Jonas. Unbelievable at the moment for URL. Mika's for 66 has spun! And the exit in the last corner! Right in the middle of the track, that brings out the yellow. Phalanx goes up into 3rd. Saw the yellow, saw the blue Red Bull. It's Mika dropping down, down, down. Oh, and Luca's coming to pass him now as well. So LR Mika 66 drops a number of positions. And continues as here comes BNLRE with Luca coming through, side by side almost. It's freed up the gap now actually, because now Mika's going to be the one to get passed by everyone. It does look like the rain stopping out there as well, which is an interesting situation to watch hold of. If that rain does stop. What's happening here? The two McLarens and Luca. Almost side by side with each other as they came out of turn 4. Keeping between each other nicely at the moment. Gets on that nice accelerator. It's that 13 of 36. We're watching the battle for 7th at the moment. Luca, Italiana and Jerome. Battle at the front is closing down as well. Oh, Ferrari! Hit the wall, that's Lazimic again. Just getting lapped out there. Lots of drivers at the moment just sliding around on this not the concrete, on the tarmac as well. They're not being able to find the grip that they want to. 14 of 36 laps complete. And Denny and Dave closing together once again. Mika 44. Pick up 4.1 second gap now. Wow. Although Jonah is starting to close in at an alarming rate. No, yellow. Is it Armchair? It is! Armchair bike has spun again, this time at the same point. Turn 9 and 10. Oh, and Italiano and Luca side by side. Coming to join the party now is Jerome as well. Oh, almost close to contact there. Italiano dives down the inside. Can't get through. Luca stays ahead. Jerome closing for the party. Can they find a battle position? Can they find a situation to get through? Luca's going to hold it. A lot of downshifting in this part of the track, isn't there? Those intermediate tyres starting to go off for sure. And Italiano's right on the back now of Luca. Oh, Luca gets a penalty! Track limits, 3 seconds. As here comes Italiano in the McLaren now. Diving on the inside towards turn 1. Luca sends it around the outside. They didn't touch. They kept it in the lines. Jerome coming through now as well. 2 McLaren side by side. Lucky Lars, a 3-second time penalty. And Jerome goes through up into 8th place. Italiano trying to cut back through on the inside. Not working there. Not in a month of Sundays. So keep on the power. 15 to 36. Gaps now so much between these guys. No retirements yet either, as Armchair comes into the pit lane for another wing change. No retirements, no safety cars, no virtual safety cars. They've all been very well behaved. Bar a couple of spins on this wet track. Italiano left in the dust. Jerome now going to try and get on Luca as well. Inside line, late on the inside, coming in towards turn 2. Luca's going to try and hold the outside line. They touch again. But did he get through? Answer, just about. Luca's going to try and hold it with everything he's got down towards Sochler's Gold. Keshin and Lucky Lars hitting together. Yellow sector 2. And that's Keshin round again. And Jerome keeps on the inside. Luca can't get through. Keshin's off. Where? Struggling to keep it going. And the exit as well. Mika gets the fastest lap. Cut 2, closest battle on this track. Italiano coming into play again now. Luca's dropping back. Power. And Lars Emmerich gets another 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Up towards turn 1 again. Come on, get away through here. Jerome almost had a little slide as well, it looked like. Oh, and Mika and Dave swapping positions. 66, so Dave up into 5th. Mika 66 down to 6th. 666, sign of the beast. And the amount of bugs that are in F1 2021 at the moment. Down we go. Into turn 4. Oh, tank slapper. Just keeps off it as well. But you do often wonder as well how many times before there's a slide, how many times before someone puts in the wall too much. Yeah, how many times does someone puts in the wall a bit too much? How much can you get away with as Luca comes under pressure as the Italian sends up the inside of Rint. That was a nose chop for sure. Turn 1 is the position to do that. Away we go, up to the line. Just not following through turn 1. Then they can't find the grip. Inside line into turn 2. Rams the back of him. Oh, that's surely forcing another driver off. Yeah, and Italiano backs out of there, gives Luca back the position. Very good sportsmanship there. Very good sportsmanship. I like that. Does the same though, down to turn 4. Doesn't get past this time though. It's hard to brake with these tyres as well, so we've passed half distance now here in the Austrian Grand Prix for the Benelux Series, race 1 of 10. Keshin back in the pit lane. Not a good day for Keshin or Lars Immerich. Keep losing out on times. Luca holding again. Mika 44 with a 5-second gap now. 5.6. Wow. How long can they keep pushing? How long can they attack for? That's my question. Nice exit there. Looks to be okay. This battle subsiding a little bit. Lucky Lars now with a 3-second time penalty. Let's switch to Mika. 66 is having a go at Dave 05. Dave's got a penalty, remember, down towards Socha's goal at turn 4. Then he loses it through 5. This is 6 at Pirelli. Mika 1:11, 4:94, fastest lap of the race. We're doing 1:03s in qualifying, 1:02s even. Shows you how slow this track is. Oh no! Mika's round at the Vosges curve. That's a dangerous fast part. The yellows are out immediately. As Jonah in the pit lane as well. That's fast. Go now, quick. Mika avoids anyone hitting him, but drops all the way down to 9th place. Jonah into the pit lane. Puts on a new set of intermediates. And away. Is that the lead of the race now inherited? Much fresher tyres as the rain looks to have stopped. It has. Big lockup as well coming into turn 3. And it's sliding. Dave's on the back of this battle as well. Thinks he can find a way through. This is the pit stop battle I was on about as well. There is, yellow sector 2 and 3. We're approaching it now. And Armchair Bike gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So everyone from 11 below has penalties. Dave and Luke has penalties, as does now Denny Boy, who's in 3rd. 3-second time penalty. Oh, and Dave almost losing as well. Into the wall at the exit of the Vosges curve. Seems to be that part of the track that they're losing it. Can't seem to keep it on the black stuff. Lars pits, lucky Lars pits. Mika now has 15 seconds to Ference as well, who hasn't stopped. Lars Immerich another penalty. Let's take a look at these penalties actually. Lars Immerich is on 9, Lucky Lars is on 6, 3 apiece for Keshin and Bike. Luca, Dave and Denny Boy all on 3. Changes complexion, doesn't it? As Jonah now sets off after Denny as well. The whole field now separated. Let's take a look back at this battle as well between Italiano and Luca. Or Luca more, but Luca. Same time. Jonah now with a 3-second time penalty as well. That's terrible, terrible news. So that's more and more drivers now getting penalties. At least they're all finishing this race though. Now, big one in the wall. How was that another suspension off for Italiano? Definitely front wing gone. Ha! That was a big tank slapper as well at the exit. Catches you by surprise so quickly. And that's ended the battles on the track as well. Everyone now slowing up. Oh, race leader gets a time penalty of 3 seconds. Well, this is all kicking off now. It's going to be another mathematical game to figure out who's actually won this race, because, of course, they still haven't pitted for new tyres. They can't get 36 laps after these ones, absolutely not. Yellow, sector 2 and 3. Yellow, sector 3, again. Who's off the start-finish straight? No one. Dave's past Denny. Denny's into the pit lane, I think. Let's change to look at it. Yep, Denny's out of it now, trying to close back up again. Again, yellows. Oh, this might be one. McLaren in the pit lane. Italiana, and that's put out the yellows as well. We're going green. Okay, so no debris damage. I did think there'd be something else there. Everyone now just circulating lap 24.36. Long time left in this race. Not going to get out of it that easily. These drivers, they've got to now find, is it still dry enough for intermediate? Is it wet enough for intermediates? Is it dry enough to attempt the slicks? Those further back, considering the rain stopped with the dry lines coming, it looks okay. This is spray we're getting right now. In between. As Denny Boy closes up on Dave. Oh, into the pit lane comes Luca. Mika moves up as well. Jerome's in there too, so they're all pitting. Denny tries to run the outside of Dave. Oh, had a go. It's too slippery out there on the track, I think, for anything else. It's very, very slippery. It's greasy as well. It's slippery, greasy. It's not nice to get in. So here we go once again. Drops a couple. Nearly loses it himself. It's a very difficult situation of the track to get right this as well. Mixing conditions, dry, wet. Hard to get a hold of. Look at this. Dave having to slide around on the start-finish straight as well. Denny's trying to look to the inside. No such luck, I'm afraid. Up towards turn number 3. Dives up the inside. Dave can't do anything to defend as well. They touch again. Yeah, Denny Boy's got on the inside line. A lot of aggressive turning in there from Dave. Dave should have left him room. That's not good. That was Denny's corner. Denny on the grass. Denny's in the wall. Denny's spinning. Oversteer moment, and he's in the middle of the track. This is not good news. No one's going to hit him, though. But he's lost 7 seconds, 8 seconds now. And that reduces that gap again. Where next? What next? Who next? Yellow third sector. Don't tell me it's... Oh, it's Lucky Lars out! Lars is out! Our first retirement. That's not fair. That is so not fair. Yellow first and second sector. Well, that must be Lars getting out of the way. Yeah, it is. Lars' car getting out of the way. at 27 of 36. It's been a bit happy this race, hasn't it? We haven't really had that much controversy. It's been a very clean race. Definitely feel like the two cars that should have been in this race as well would have played a part. As another yellow on the track in sectors 1 and 2. It must be just for debris because there's no cars in this part of the track. All green, so yeah, it must be debris. Early sector 1 as well. Can't see a thing, just yellows. No spit, now back to green as well, so that's a very, very odd one. And up the accelerator once again. And finally as well, Ferenc comes into the pit lane. I think he too has penalties. Yep. No, the only one is penalty free. 27 laps on those tyres though. Yona goes back up to P2. Now he can set up after Mika as well. And Yona might actually win this race. And the fact is that he's got less penalty time than Mika. Yeah, and if he's ahead, he'll keep the lead regardless of the 3 seconds. So now it becomes a battle once again on the track battles. All got 3. And now, DRS has been enabled. The track seems dry enough that the race leader, Mika 44, is going to try the soft tyres. As his armchair bikes and the 2 Alpines going on there on softs. Is that the right call? Is that the right call? Jonah's right behind, could be closing up as well. Jonah takes the lead, can lead this one to the end. What's the braking like? Into turn 3? Okay, looks okay. Little bit slidey. Lars Immerich again gets a 3-second penalty. Rain stopped. Track looks dry. Inters must be burning up. I think, yeah, look, everyone's changing to the softs. Everyone is changing to the soft. Jonah could really be in a problem here as Jerome gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Everyone's switching now to softs. It's changing the complexion of the race so late on. Jonah's going to have to pit. What's Mika's times like? Looking good. Few wet patches on the screen. Hasn't lost it though. Not coming into change. Is Jonah pits. A gamble hasn't worked. An early pit stop didn't work. It's become dry. Dave takes second. He's already moved over to softs. This will affect Jonah, Damien Insanity, and Lars Immerich. They're all going to lose positions. Demi's off the track. Mika's coming through as well. Look at the tread gone on the intermediate tyres as well. Mika's all over the back of him, trying about the outside, and does so brilliantly into Socha's Gold. Damien goes straight into the pit lane. Look how dead the intermediates were. Puts on the set of softs as well. He's the last one down. So Jonah's now 23 seconds back. Mika has the lead of this race. 56% deploy used as well on the board. Now 55, 54. And a 108.097. The track getting faster, faster, faster. Track looks dry now. As look at that, Keshin 107.451. He's right at the back of the field. Definitely then has more of this dry track running, is where I'm trying to go with that sentence. Danny Boy 107.121. Quicker times, quicker pace. And another penalty for Luke. 3 seconds added on. More time as we start lap 32 of 36. Down up the hill we go. Up once again as Fenric and Dave closing together on the track. Lazaruk another 3 second time penalty. And Danny Boy 3 seconds. They're all coming up now, aren't they? So we're 3 laps away from the end. We're riding with Ference right now, trying to close in on Dave as well. Dry track. Still a few bits of water occasionally hitting the lens. Jonah now 105.935. So we're getting towards the times we had in qualifying of a 102. Wonderful to hit that before the end of the race. Full beans. And power once again towards the line. Ference is under very much the inside line, backs out a bit. Dave couldn't get through. Boy gets another 3 seconds added on. Coming into the close now, it's Keshin with a penalty now as well. Can Ference get on the inside line? Dave's under pressure once again. Ference just doesn't want to go for the move. Now tries to be on the inside, but it was way too late as Danny Boy passes Mika. Further back as well, off the track though. Mika comes back at him, side by side. Mika back ahead. And this time it stays that way. As Ference tries to get on through on Dave. Oh, race leader, another penalty. That's getting dangerous now. He keeps on doing it. Could be lead to an issue. Coming up to the last lap. About 1.25 to go. There's your race leader coming to lap as well as now we once again see Ferenc try and get through on Dave up towards turn 1. Now he gets it done on the inside towards turn 2 and turn 3. Last into the braking zone, gets it done, shuts the door quite nicely as well. Dave tries to back up the inside, hasn't worked out, but this two battles is brewing as well as Mika hits the back as well of Denny Boy as well. They're just completely smashing into each other. Dave has repassed. What? Dave's repassed into turn 4. Dave's back to 3rd. Ferenc will get the position though because he hasn't got a penalty. Mika and Denny Boy side by side once again. Denny Boy off the track, yellow 3rd sector as well. One to the last lap. And brilliant move from Denny Boy to get through on Mika there as well. Mika had no option but to hold it. Mika 66 gets a time penalty now. Exceeding 3 seconds once again. Let's open up that penalty graphic so you know who's who, where's where in terms of the battles. The top 3 should remain not the same. Ferenc should take 3rd away from Dave due to the penalties. Mika will go to 5th. Mika's actually got past Denny Boy already. The first Benelux GP winner, it's Mika 44 who takes the checkered flag and wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Jonah gets a penalty again for unserved. That now goes to 6 seconds. But Jonah should take 3rd. Easily across the line. Exits the last corner. Jonah to 2nd. Confirmed. Battle for 3rd though still going on. Ferenc knows he's got a penalty in front of him. Just has to stay with him. Takes the checkered flag. Drag race to the line. Ferenc is 3rd. Dave 4th. Mika 5th across the line. Sideways as well. Jerome. Oh, Denny Boy sideways, backwards across the line. Jerome should take 7th and Damien Insanity to 7th. Jerome will take 8th. And Luca Lowe will be P9 on the board. Remind everybody to enter the lottery draw to win the PS5 headset. You can do that via our Discord as well and via the instructions in the chat that has been popping up throughout the race as well. Driver of the day, Dave 05. And he says, Dave says low fuel mo killed him out there. It's Mika, 44, wins the first Benelux Grand Prix for BBB Esports. So here's the results then. It's Mika 44 taking the victory. Jonah to 2nd, Ferenc to 3rd. Dave 05 is 4th. Mika 66 is 5th. Denny Boy is in 6th. Damien is 7th. Jerome 8th. Luca Law is 9th. Italiana is in 10th as well. Armchair Bike in 11th. Nick Keshin is 12th. Lars Immerich is 13th. And Lucky Lars in P14. Well, not a bad way to end this one either up here. And not a bad way to end it. We'll be back 7 days' time to get all of the action from the following race. It's been a pleasure here today as well. Thanks very much for your company back home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.